My name is Gabrielle Williams and I'll be demonstrating how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. In 1901, the first recipe for the peanut butter and jelly sandwich was created by Julia Chandler. She got the idea from a guy that was gambling in the late 1800s, and he wanted a sandwich that he could eat as well as gamble at the same time. So for this recipe, you will need 2 plates if you're going to make the adult one and the kid-friendly one, a loaf of bread, jelly, and it doesn't have to be grape, it can be apple or strawberry, peanut butter, and some cookie cutters. Once you have all your supplies, you want to make sure that everything is open before you start. So I'm going to take off my tops and make sure my cookie cutters are open. Once I have everything open, my first step is to take out 2 slices of bread and place on my first plate. Now I am going to take out 2 other slices of bread and place on my other plate so that I can also create the kid-friendly one. So once you have out your 2 slices of bread, you want to take them and sit them side by side like this. So once you have them side by side, I prefer to take my jelly first, and I scoop out enough to spread evenly across my first empty slice of bread. Now once you have the jelly spread evenly across the bread, you want to then move on to your peanut butter. With your peanut butter, you want to scoop out enough to spread evenly across your other empty slice of bread. Make sure you get all the corners. And once you've spread the jelly on one side and the peanut butter on the other, you want to take one or the other side and you want to stack it on top of the other one. So once you've got it stacked, you can then take a knife and cut it diagonally, or you can eat it just like that. Now for my second sandwich, which is the more kid-friendly one, I'm going to first separate the 2 slices of bread, like the first step. And we're going to take some jelly. Make sure that you scoop enough to spread evenly. So once you spread the jelly across the bread evenly, you want to then go to your next slice of bread, which is this one, and you're going to scoop some peanut butter, enough so that it's covered evenly across the bread. And like you did before, make sure that you get all the corners. And if you don't have enough, it's okay to go back and scoop a little bit more to make sure that it covers. So once both of your slices are evenly covered, you want to then take one slice of your bread, either side, either other, and stack it on top of the other. Now for the kid-friendly one, we are going to use cookie cutters to make fun shapes. So you want to make sure that you have a variety of sizes, because when you're cutting out, you want to make sure that you use all of it, all of your inside of your bread. So I'm going to take my first cookie cutter and I'm going to press down right in the left corner at the top. I'm going to press down hard enough so that it makes a shape. So since I see that I have space left, I know that I can pick up another cookie cutter, maybe even the same size, and create another one. Just like so. And then once you've known that you've used both the bigger sizes that have taken up most of the space, you can go back and get a smaller one that will fit inside of the other spaces. And as you can see, this one is a little smaller than the first two that I made. So once you've made the shapes and created the kid-friendly sandwich, you can add a glass of milk or whatever drink your child may prefer, and that'll be a great, easy go-to snack for your child. It can even be used for an adult if he or she is using a to-go lunch box or bag, and this would be quick and easy to make. The references that I used was youtube.com, how to create a sandwich, and youtube.com, how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I also used food.com, how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.